Hey everyone, it's Michael here, and I've been holding the Venture X now for 2 years now. And I'm going to tell you why it's still one of the best travel card games to have this year, and also other ways to enhance your travel experience and maximize your travel points. Anyway, let's talk about the 2-year review with the Capital One Venture X. So why do I think the Capital One Venture X is basically the best travel card right now? I'll give you 3 good reasons why. Let's start with the first reason here, and it's the authorized users. Capital One give you free authorized users in holding this card. Not only is it free, but you can get up to 4 authorized users with the Capital One Venture X. Unlike its competitors such as the Amex Platinum card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, they charge you a fee for having authorized users. So that's one play that's really good with the Capital One Venture X. And of course, being an authorized user of the Capital One Venture X, you can reap the benefits of this card, which includes free airport lounge access. And we'll segue into reason 2, which is that airport lounge access. And if you have the Capital One Venture X, you can try one of their premium airport lounges, such as the one in, whether it's taking a layover in Dallas-Fort Worth, because it's a major city for international travel, or how about flying out of your home airport from Denver, Colorado, or how about maybe, visiting Dulles Airport in Virginia and visiting that Capital One lounge. These lounges provide premium food options and also great ample space to relax while you wait to board your flight. And from personal experience, I've tried all 3 of them and they're great experiences, and you definitely should consider getting this with the Capital One Venture X. While their Capital One Premium Lounge network is quite small, with only 3 in the United States, it is growing as has upcoming airport lounges in airports such as DCA, which is in DC. You've got New York LaGuardia, and you got New York JFK, and of course on the West Coast, Las Vegas. And since there's only 3 Capital One lounges right now, more than likely you're not going to find one in some of your home airports, such as San Francisco or SFO. But you also have access to Priority Pass lounges, which has over 1,500 locations worldwide. And I can attest, they're very good lounges, and here's an example of me going to a Priority Pass lounge in San Francisco, and it's a great spot to definitely just relax, and so much space to just do whatever you want, and also pretty good food options as well. So you know what? Having lounge access with the Capital One Venture X and getting free authorization is a great combination, as we're going to segue to the 3rd reason. And the last reason why it's such a great travel card, having the Capital One Venture X, is that 10,000 point anniversary bonus, which you get starting your first year of holding this card. And that's great because its competitors such as the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the America's Platinum don't even offer that kind of perk. And 10,000 points is equivalent to $100 worth of travel, which is really great value for just holding this card. Don't you agree? Anyway, I'm going to explain in the next segment how you can maximize that kind of travel perks and enhance your travel game. And just one side note, I know year over year, one negative change I can think about this card that may be, important to people for car renters is that they are getting rid of Hertz President Circle at the end of the year, which is in 2024. And I guess that could be a bummer because it does allow you to get upgrades and choose, the rental car of your choice. But remember, the bigger perk that's still available is that $300 travel credit. And I'm going to show you one way of how you can use that travel credit to enhance your stay and maximize your credits. So the $300 travel credit is very easy to use, especially if you're a free agent traveler, as you can use that credit towards any type of travel, whether it's renting cars or hotels or even flights. And for this example, I actually used my credit this year on the Capital One Premier Hotel Collection. This hotel collection is very similar to other card issuers such as American Express with their Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, and also Chase's Luxury Hotel collection as well. And for this example, I used my credit, or most of it, on a one-night stay in San Francisco, where I stayed at the San Francisco proper, which is Capital One Hotel collection, and I reaped the awesome benefits and luxury as I got $100 credit with the hotel, and also a $60 breakfast credit as well to use. So in total, I got $160 worth of credits to use because I decided to opt in and try out this Capital One Premium Hotel Collection. It was definitely a fun stay there, and I definitely put good use of those credits in San Francisco. And definitely stay tuned for a future video on how I tried out also the Premier Hotel Collection and the Lifestyle Hotel Collection from Capital One. So with each premium travel card, such as the Capital One Venture X, every card usually has a $100 global entry credit, which it does. And deciding between getting that or TSA PreCheck, which is $75, always go with global entry, because if you're definitely flying international like me, it helps you get away from those long lines and also helps you get to your connecting flights as well as if you are connecting. And it's such a great perk because you never know what could happen at a flight and you don't want to sit in line and avoid those delays. So another perk I did is I just renewed my global entry after a couple of years, and definitely use this perk while you still can, as it's a great thing to do if you love to travel. And lastly, recently this year, as an example of enhancing your stay and maximizing your travel, I went to Japan earlier this year in May, and I flew ANA All Nippon Airways first class, the suite, to Japan, 14 hours in the sky. And how did I book this flight? I used my Capital One Venture X and its miles, and I transferred 85,000 of my Capital One Venture X mile to Virgin Atlantic, and I paid about $200 tax and fees, and I enjoyed the most unbelievable flight, 14 hours in the sky. Definitely check out the video there, as I made an example of that flight review, and it was awesome. So one way to really take your miles further and transfer to travel partners such as Virgin Atlantic and have a great time in the sky, or decide to have luxury in the hotels as well. And FYI, this was a flight that was over $10,000 in cash. Why? No one will pay that kind of price. Just to give an example of how you can really just reap the benefits of your points and maximize. And also, sometimes having a good flight overseas can make that vacation an awesome one and a great start to enjoying life. And that's it for my review on having the Capital One Venture X for 2 years now. It's a no-brainer to have this card pass the annual fee with the travel credit, the authorized users, and other credits such as global entry. It's a no-brainer at all. So let me know in the comments below what you all think of my review and the value I've gotten for this card now, as it is a great card to have and very simple as well. Anyway, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and help me grow my channel to 2,000 subscribers for this year. Anyway, as I say in all my videos, life is short, travel more, and stick around for some clips from my recent trip to Washington, D.C. Anyway, I'll see you all on the next one.